Alright, so we've spent 2 solid weeks testing the Bambu Lab H2D. And let me tell you, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. High hopes? Definitely. High performance? Not so much. Today we're giving you the full breakdown. What's great, what's not, and whether this machine is worth your money right now. Spoiler alert, we're not convinced.
969 869.
Let's start with what Bambu Lab did get right. The build quality. The H2D feels premium. It's got a sturdy frame, clean cable routing, a tightly sealed enclosure. This thing doesn't feel like a prototype or a budget printer. Compared to something like the Creality K2 Plus, the H2D definitely feels more refined, at least on the outside. But once you start printing, that polish wears off. We swapped the standard nozzles for high flow ones right away, hoping for better performance. Honestly, not much of a difference. Print quality is okay, but not amazing, especially at this price point. And the slicer is not quite there. We spent hours dialing in to get halfway decent results. It just doesn't feel optimized for the H2D yet. Speed-wise, it's about on par with the X1 Carbon, which is fine, but it's not a step forward. We were hoping for a speed bump in this new machine, but it's just not there. Meanwhile, the Creality K2 Plus, that thing runs about 20% faster, and it holds up in quality too. Now, one area where the H2D really shines is a dual nozzle system. This thing is flawless so far. Clean transitions, near zero waste, and stunning dual color prints. Ones we never dared to print on previous machines. It just works. And when it works this well, it opens up a whole new level of creativity. Speaking about creativity, let's hear about our sponsor.
Introducing PCBWay.com, the online one-stop shop for all your electronic ambitions. Need circuit technology or small-run manufactured parts? PCBs, 3D prints or CNC millings in PLA, ABS or aluminium, and a whole rainbow of color options. Upload your specs, approve the design, pay and await express delivery. Fair pricing, no minimum orders, and total control throughout. Contact our design team at PCBWay.com.
Now, here's a weird one. Stringing. The H2D loves to make spider webs. Superfine. Wispy string between parts. We think this is slicer related and probably fixable with tuning, but out of the box, it's a mess. So fair warning if you're expecting pristine results from day one. As for high temp printing, yeah, the H2D nails it. That 65-degree heated chamber is great for materials like ABS, ASA and nylon. No warping issues. So if that's your niche, the H2D will deliver there. One thing we absolutely love, the noise, or lack of it. The H2D is so much quieter than the X1 and the P1 series. Fans are calmer, movements are smoother. This is a printer you can actually run in the same room without losing your mind. The AMS2 Pro is another highlight. It's faster, quieter, and a huge step up from the original AMS. But we really wish it had an informative screen built in. You're still flying blind on what's loaded or which slot is active. In 2025, that feels like a missed opportunity. We're working on a full side-by-side with the K2 Plus, so keep an eye out for that. But just a preview, K2 Plus wins on price, build volume and speed. H2D takes the crown in build quality, dual extrusion and feature set. But if we're talking about bang for buck, the K2 Plus is definitely in the fight. Here's the bottom line. The H2D could be amazing one day, but right now it's not there. It feels unfinished. The slicer needs work, the print quality needs dialing in, and the wow factor just isn't there yet. Unless you're sold on dual color printing or heated chambers, we can't recommend it right now. Like with the X1 Carbon, early adapters are beta testers. Again. If you've got an H2D already, let us know in the comments. Or is your experience totally different? And don't forget to subscribe for our full H2D versus K2 Plus battle coming soon. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!